Flavours and Generations. Also similarly covered in the railway lines, the Isle of Corks is nowhere near as densely populated as Hadron Island. In contrast to the myriad hadrons, there are just 6 major cities here, dominating the landscape. There are up and down, charm and strange, top and bottom. The top is the heaviest on the eastern tip of the island, and the down and up are the lightest farthest west. The different type of the corks are called flavors. The same word is used to describe the different type of the lepton, electron, muon, and tau. We know from the measurement of the hadrons they form and what they decay into that down, strange, and the bottom all carry a charge of -1/3 of the proton's charge, and the others carry +2/3. The strange was so called because it was first noticed as a constituent of some strange new particles seen in the cosmic rays. Also in Manchester in 1947, 10 years after the first Curry House, according to a report in the Manchester Evening News. Charm solves some problems caused by the lonely, strange cork, and bottom and top. They have alternative names, beauty and truth, but they are too pretentious for the most physicists. Top mirror, the name of the down and the up. A remarkable thing is that the Isle of Corks is the distribution of the cities from west to east. Even though the corks are, as far as we know, all infinitesimally small, their masses span a huge range. Down and up are the constituents of the protons and the neutrons, and so between them make up the nucleus of every atom. They each have a mass of a couple of million electron volts, only 4 times heavier than their electron. However, that mass is swamped by the extra mass they get from the binding energy of the strong force, up to a few hundreds million electron volts. This is one reason the bare mass is not very accurately known. In principle, those 2 quarks, along with the electron, could make up every atom in the universe, so it is something of a surprise that nature has copied them at higher mass further east. There are generations of matter. 3 sets of the particles following a similar pattern, up, down, and the electron, along with the neutrino, constitutes just the first of these. The second generation consists of the strange and charmed quarks, along with the muon and its neutrino. The second generation quarks are higher mass copies of the first, just as the muon is higher mass copy of the electron. The bare mass of the strange quarks is about 5 million electron volts, and the charm is much more massive at about 1.3 billion electron volts. The third generation of the quarks are heavier still, with bottom having a mass of 4.2 billion electron volts. The top quark is a ridiculously massive 172 billion electron volts, the heaviest of all the fundamental particles in the standard model. Because of this huge mass, the top quarks decays so quickly that it never has to be bumped up inside a hadron. The larger order disruption of the quark masses, with up and down and strange very close, and charm and bottom are also not so far from each other in the mass, despite being different generations, and top being far away to the east, is not understood. The top quark is a real monster, nearly 200 times the mass of the proton, and yet unlike the proton it is supposed to be fundamental, an infinitesimally small point particle. This particular hierarchy of the masses may well be one of the biggest clues to what lies beyond the standard model. Certainly, the top quark plays a quite special role in many speculative new theories. There are some transition reasoning to think that 3 generation is a special number, which may again be natural consequence of the bigger, better theory beyond the standard model. Especially, the 3 generation is just enough to break the symmetry between the matter and antimatter in the theory, between the northern and southern hemisphere on the top. Touring the Isle of Quarks by train was a rapid and quite luxurious journey because the gluon carries color charge. There is even a rail bridge to Bosonia, a land which is firmly on our list of the place to explore. Also, in Bosonia, however, is a major airport. The planes we have occasionally seen overhead originate here, and we are offered tantalizingly rapid transport to almost anywhere on our map. This is an opportunity we ought to take, right?